So we're working with Lulu today. Lulu is a pit bull, very cute girl, and she's out here in our outdoor kennel. And where is she? Well, she is hiding because she is anxious and scared. And where is she hiding? She is hiding in there, in our little doggy cave, which does not have a roof yet. And here's Lulu. I've had Lulu out here for a couple hours now, just kind of letting her get used to the environment and settle down, trying to keep her stress level kind of low. But as you can see, she's not wanting to engage at all, and that's okay. We're going to try to move this thing along a little bit. We have tried just being real gentle with the leash, getting her hooked up to the leash and doing some very gentle tugs to get her moving, and it had a little bit of effect, but nothing spectacular. So now I'm going to take a different tack, just to get Lulu to trust that I'm not going to hurt her. I'm actually going to pick her up and move her out of this location, take her to the other end of the kennel, and just gently set her down there and talk to her for a moment, and then I'm going to move away from her, and I'm going to repeat that process. I'll move away from her to the other end of the kennel, and then see if she'll eventually come towards me. I'll give her a minute or two. If she doesn't, then I'll go back and get her and move her to a different spot, and then I'll move away from her again. Repeating that process will show her that when I come towards her or touch her or pick her up, I'm not going to hurt her, and that should start to eliminate her fear that she's actually going to be hurt or injured or whatever it is she's afraid of about being approached. So in just a moment, I'm going to pick her up and move her out of there, and I'm also going to show you how to do this with a very frightened dog, or how I do it, and how I watch for signs of an impending bite, fear reaction that could end up in an injury. Alright, Lulu. Come here, baby. Let's get out of this corner for a minute. Okay, sweetie? Come here. Come on. Come in. You're alright. Come here. She is pancaked like a bowling ball. Good girl. Good girl. Let me adjust my camera here. Let me just adjust the camera. Alright, sweetie. And you want to be very careful when you're doing something like this. The last thing you want to do is trip or fall and land on top of the dog, because that will just reinforce her fear that something bad's always going to happen. Good girl, Lulu. And I'm not doing a bunch of baby talk and saying, oh, it's okay, it'll be alright. You know, in that soothing little voice. I'm just speaking fairly normal to her, because I don't want to encourage her to act out of fear, or to actually reward her for being fearful. I don't want to add to that fear, but I certainly don't want to encourage it or encourage this type of reaction. So that's why I'm not going to do a whole lot of baby talk and the soothing type of voice right here. I'm just talking to her for a moment, a normal voice, and then I'm going to move away from her. Now she'll probably bolt right back into the little cave there. We'll see if she does. Just depends on whether she wants to move towards me to get to that spot that she's naturally picked out as what she thinks is the most secure place within this kennel. So let's see what she does. Yeah, she's heading straight over here. Good girl. Good girl. And I'm telling her good girl, not because she's trying to go hide in the kennel, but because she overcame her fear enough to actually come towards me in order to get to the kennel. So now that she's over here, I'm blocking access to that kennel, and just seeing what happens from that. I'm not going to fight with her over it. If she tries to push past me, I'll actually allow her to do that. If she really wants in there, I'll let her get by me, because that will also cause her to have, in order to do that, she'll have to make physical contact with me, which will also show her that there's not going to be a consequence for that physical contact, that I'm not going to hurt her for touching me or coming near me. Good girl, Lulu. So you can see she's still very timid. But the good news is, earlier she wouldn't even sniff me. She actually did a little investigatory sniff of my hand just then. And that's a real good sign that she's coming along. You can probably see on the video that she's still shaking and really, really stressed and nervous. But I think the progress we've made so far, by the end of the day, I will probably have her walking on a leash without just pancaking and turning into a little bowling ball. Good girl. Good girl. That sniffing around me is excellent. And see there, she just pushed her way through my legs to get back here in the back. And I'm going to give her one more little pat on the head, and then I'm going to move away from her. And I'm going to stay over here for a few minutes and just leave her alone and show her that I'm not going to insist on being next to her all the time, and that she's going to be able to kind of move away from me or come towards me either way without consequence. So we're going to continue to work on that, but for right now I'm going to give her a break for about 5 or 10 minutes before I pick her up and move her out of that area again and repeat this process.